We're 2 lines past 2.5 inches.
Where's that put us?
2 lines past 2.5 inches.
So if anybody asks how much rain you got, you say 2 lines past 2.5 inches?
No, I say more than 2.5 inches. Honestly, I don't feel like that's that accurate because it's such a small thing, and I feel like we've gotten way more rain than 2.5 inches. But
it's spot on.
yeah, we'll see.
He's a thief. Everywhere he goes, he finds something he shouldn't have.
That's true. Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. It has been raining non-stop.
It stopped.
Kyle, Shannon, this is our 20 acres, and we have a very short window to get the animals fed. I think maybe about 25 minutes and it's gonna start raining again. So we kind of have to hurry.
And go. Bruno's helping. He's helping clean up. Look at that guilty face. This is how he checks and sees. Am I supposed to have this or no? Maybe no.
You are kind of a thief, man.
What? Nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna play the runaway game? Hey, you're not supposed to have that. No.
That's not normally what he does.
I think that was an accidental drop. Thank you. Hey, you wanna go feed some goats? Talk to Hercules? Yeah, let's go do it. Come on. It's a good sight, seeing things all wet, no dust.
That's true.
I'll take the mud, right?
You don't really have a choice.
So we have basically been in a drought. I say basically, I mean realistically, we are still in a drought. I'm not 100% sure if this rain is going to get us out of that, technically, but man, we're happy about it. What do you think, big fella? Oh, you've been playing in it, haven't you?
I know.
Mom, you need some mud on you. You got your smile stick.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Herc, I gotta go push some water off these tarps over here.
So we had the glorious time change this weekend. It was fall back, so we gained an hour. However, for us, it doesn't really, like, we don't have to get up for work earlier, go to bed later, earlier, all that stuff. It changes our feeding time. And so yesterday, Sundays, we go and hang out at Mom and Dad's, Grandpa Does Farms, and we do laundry and we watch football and we make fun of each other, all the normal family things, right? But we have to skedaddle so we can get back here to feed our goats and everything. Are you about to poke the bear?
Yeah.
Oh. What do you think of that, Herc? You don't want any of that, do you? You're doing great. Does this carport look familiar to anyone? A couple videos ago, the one that crashed down on us? Yep, that's this guy. Shannon reassembled a couple of sections of it, and it is working to keep our hay dry. We always, when a rainstorm comes in, what's up, Cerise? What's up, man? You're the only one over here. That's kind of funny. You're a little wet. You ain't scared, are you? But we would notoriously lose hay. Every time it rained, you'd put some down, you'd have rain in the forecast, like, come on, goats, eat it quick, and they wouldn't do it. So, enter recycled carport.
There's a few holes in the tarp, but it is what it is.
It is way better than nothing. How about that?
And they actually have been standing in here staying dry this morning eating, so yeah. Even better.
I saw Ouija actually. He was over here and the rain started picking up. Well, he's over there about where he is right now. Oh, yeah, that's me. And the rain started picking up and he started waddle running.
Waddle running?
He's a waddle runner. Yeah, that whole body gets to wiggling whenever he runs. But he came over and joined the party underneath the tarp.
Good thinking, Mr. Weege. Must have been staying in the shelters because you're dry, man.
What's up, gentle giant? You're shedding. Look at all that fur coming off of you. You need that. It's winter time. Well, you might not need it. Goodness gracious.
Hi, Daisy girl.
He's a big old boy. But he's a gentle giant, isn't he, Weege man?
Hi, baby.
Likes that attention too, don't you? I know it. Oh, get in there, yeah. Sorry, did I stop too soon? Look at that chin. Oh, yeah, oh, that's good.
She's shedding too.
Is she?
Yeah.
You guys getting rid of a summer layer to make room for that winter layer? Goodness, it's just falling off you. You're just always gonna have red or green horns, huh? Beating up on my hay feeder, beating up on my gates. What's up, Spruce-a-Loose? I don't want to be touched. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. No, yep, weeds, you get out of here. Get out of here. These three right here, the last few feedings have been in the rain. And yesterday, I came down and was like, you know what? You just kind of, you get in the zone, you take your time, and you deal with crazy goats because they don't like the rain. He's looking for that rabbit hat, guys. We talked about this. A lot of you guys commented on the last video, a rabbit home, you know, like Bugs Bunny. Remember he would go down and he'd have his recliner and his lamp and his television, he'd eat his carrot. Apparently that's called a rabbit warren, if you Google it. But if you cautionary it, it's still a rabbit-tat. Rabbit-tat. Rabbit-tat-tat. What do you think? What's it called? A rabbit-tat? You got my back, don't you, Koopa? Mama, are you in support of rabbit-tat? These three right here, they are the least afraid of the rain of all of our goats. I think it's because this little lady, she's our oldest goat we got out here. She's estimated to be 6 to 8 years old. Based on the stories and everything, I think we're more in the 8-year range, but she's been around the block and she's not afraid of a little rain. Are you, pretty girl? And these two boys are just like their mama. So when it's time for feeding, and you're trying to climb in there and you get inside the little nurseries, we have to feed them inside our little buildings. These three fight me.
Oh
Fight
my goodness.
What's going on? Holy.
Wow.
Uh-huh. The poop factory. Hair Bear, is this all you, my man?
Hi, Larry.
Is this all you? You making a mess in here? It smells like goat poop. Goodness gracious, guys, am I feeding you too much? How is the poop factory producing this much poo in less than 12 hours? Is it this poo-colored goat? That's you. No. Tell him. What do you guys think? Hey, guess what? It's not raining right now, so we actually get to eat in our feeders like we normally do, instead of inside the shelters fighting each other. What do you think about that? What'd you say? Without even moving the mouth. Are they playing nice for you?
Yeah. They're ready to eat though.
I was gonna say, I love how well they all know where they're supposed to go. It doesn't mean we won't have break-ins. These guys broke in yesterday, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I had a hold of Mama's horn and Koopa's horn. Could not get them to move. I mean, they went into dead weight mode, and Koopa was kind of slung around the gate here with his hindquarters back there. When they get stubborn and they want food, somehow they turn 50, 75, 100 pounds into about a half a ton. That's 1,000 pounds. And I couldn't move them. I'm grunting. I got frustrated.
You guys ready for your food?
What are you doing?
Come on, Herc.
I have never seen any of our goats do that. Leave it to Spruce.
What was he doing?
He was standing up, got his hoof all the way up on the ceiling.
Wow.
I'm impressive. You're something. You're something, big guy. This guy's working real hard to establish his place in the pecking order, specifically against that guy, but he's not there yet. But these guys, they're technically younger than him. That's little Mario, that's Koopa, and they are just, what, I think they're 2 months younger than you. Yeah, it's all up here somewhere on the board. And this guy holds his own. And I tell you what, he will stand up to this guy now, as do they. So we're getting there. We gotta keep growing a little bit because this guy has an attitude backed with some size. Spruce a loose.
I think I just heard him say, whoa.
Yeah. Tell him, Larry. Tell him you ain't scared.
Good boy, Bruno.
So Mom and Dad, Grandpa Doss Farms, they have 5 goats. They got 2, Fox and P-Dub, that have been there a long time. And I've fed them many a time, can pet them both, all that good stuff. And then they got the 3 littles that are just about 3 mediums now, size-wise. And they're learning, my mom especially, because through Dad's surgery and recovery, Mom has really joined the feeding party and has become a part of the system. My dad has to let go of the reins a little bit and let Mom's part of the system influence his own. It's great. I know everything about that. Shannon and I have been doing this together since day one. But Mom is learning, you know, Dad and I, we're larger human beings. So the goats can walk between our legs, the dogs can walk between our legs. Sometimes we let the animals jump up on us, probably inappropriately, because that sets up the animals for problematic behavior around Shannon and Mom, respectively so. But we like to share stories, especially on Sundays. You know, it's just fun to hear Mom's perspective about what it's like feeding those 5 animals and how those big goats are mean to the little goats and the dogs are mean to everybody, but they're sweet to Mom and Dad. And we see a lot of that around here. And it's normal behavior for us because we got 11 crazies and 1 big, handsome sheriff who runs all of it. Is that right, Mr. Hercules? This is our LGD, Hercules, half Anatolian Shepherd, half Great Pyrenees. We call him Herc. He's scary, very scary. He doesn't like anybody but me or Shannon, and Bruno now. You smell like a wet dog. Yep, you smell like a wet dog, big fella. I mean, I don't really know what else you're supposed to smell like, because you are a wet dog. Oh man, it's gross down there. Look at you. Oh, you got a wet chest. Oh man. You don't even know, do you? You don't even care. We gotta keep moving. Spruce. Come on, man. She came in here and did not dump your food. What do you think about that, Weege man? I heard Ouija turn his volume up to a 2 yesterday.
A 2?
He does not get very loud, especially compared to this guy.
Hey, move out.
Or his brother, Mario, who was here. Larry.
Come on. Larry and Harry, come on.
But Luigi makes a little woo, 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 woo noises. That was actually pretty spot on. And they're getting a little bit louder. This guy has influenced all of our goats, especially Koopa and Little Mario, to talk way too much, way too loud. You taking responsibility for that, buddy?
Those goats produce so much poop.
Yeah. Hey, didn't Dad have an extra one of these that he's not using?
I don't think so. I think he's using both of them.
He's got 5 goats. And he has 1 more hay feeder than we have.
Well, babe, we just need to buy another hay feeder.
I wonder if he would notice if one of his went walking away.
You try that and see if he notices.
Don't we have 1 more load of laundry we got to go pick up over there today?
You try that today and see how that goes.
Trying to think, when are they going to both be gone? Ooh, I'm going to feed for him tomorrow afternoon. That hay feeder's coming with me.
I have nothing to do with this, just so you all know. This is nothing on my part.
Come on, join the idea.
I'm
Support
not jumping
it.
on that train.
There's no way he needs all them hay feeders.
We just need to buy another one.
Yeah, probably so. Because, man, I tell you, last night we fed these guys and then we brought the hay in here. Everybody came in here. And that guy and this guy are turd biscuits. That's a nice way of putting it. Turd biscuit, turd biscuit. And so you're kind of in harm's way at all times. All these goats around you, they like to sneak in behind me and get between my legs, and I don't feel very comfortable about that for obvious reasons.
You probably shouldn't.
And then they start hitting each other. They start hitting the hay feeder. So I think what we need to do, because I think, what do we have? One more full, we have today, tomorrow being Tuesday, and then I think even some rain chances on Wednesday.
Oh, I thought it was done today, so I haven't paid attention.
I don't know. It seems like it moves every time I look, but when it's like this, we could bring the hay feeders in here, the small ones. I need to build like a little stand or something that we can hook them on and have all 3 of them in here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And get another one of these.
I agree.
Too many goats, too much attitude, especially this one. What do you think, Spruce? Yeah, then I feel horns between my legs. Hi, Bluesy. Is that Earl Man? Be respectful back there. You know what, Anna?
So one of the things that we've been talking about doing is where our trail goes back around the back part of the property is getting some electric fence and starting to enclose that area back there, because honestly that would be a really good area to let the goats have for their next eating area, and it's just much larger. So that is something that's we're kind of toying around and thinking about how we can separate it and just give them more space.
They're kind of outgrowing this space. As the goatlets, that's what we call kids. I know what they're called. They're goatlets. But that's Earl Man, Dookie, and Daisy, wherever she's at. They're getting bigger. Everybody's getting bigger. It's the weirdest thing how that works. And 11 goats in this pen and this yard and everything, that's about max. We're just about there.
I think it's beyond max.
So Shannon wants to sell some goats. I said,
He thinks he's so funny.
But realistically, we could get more animals like donkeys and stick them with the goats back here and keep Herc up here with these goats, and then we could have donkeys and goats, and they'd be clearing our land.
I'm not in complete agreement on this, because I feel like if we're going to move the goats, we just need to move them all to that back section. I don't understand why we have to keep Herc and some of them separated up here.
All right, so you're thinking basically just build Goatville 2.0, new shelter, new everything, and move the whole crew over there and bring in donkeys and pigs down here. My mind reading skills.
It's winter.
Are on
Bringing
point
new
today.
animals in are not really on my agenda, but yes, I am thinking about moving all of them back there to a new section where they have plenty to eat, because it's pretty much been untouched.
Well, something's got to utilize this shelter and this hay shed. And
Well, it'll
pen.
be here for when we need it again. This is shifting a little bit. I still need you to help me support this down or stake it down or whatever.
Did we press our time? Are we running out of time? The wind's coming, the rain's coming back.
We may be getting poured on here in a minute.
Uh-oh. Well, I have got more hay in this thing than I think I've ever put in it.
Yeah, it's overflowing so much that it's just all falling on the ground, babe. I think you're full. I think it's enough.
These two, when they line up across from each other like this, everybody's in harm's way. Get it, yep. Hay battles. They're the best. What you think, Herc man?
You ready to come out of there?
Mr. Joe Cool thinks he's sneaking in to get some Herc food. Fakes over to the hay. Herc heard something. What is it, big fella? Oh, there's a turkey buzzard up over the cabin. Golly, look at that posture.
Always on duty.
He can flip that switch and go from cuddle mode to work mode instantaneously. Think we should put these little feeders inside the nursery shelters?
Yeah, just so that they don't get all rained on and All that hay wasted.
Yeah, I can see the dark clouds creeping in. Ah, hair bear. Herc, don't let him do it, man. You just gotta kick his butt. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta kick his butt out of here. You can do it. You have my permission. Yeah. He picks and chooses when he wants to defend his food.
I don't understand it.
And when he does it, we praise him and we're proud of him and he's scary. But then the next time he's like, yeah, come on, Harry, get in here with me. Just eating together. And I'm like, dude, I see who your favorites are. You like these goats more than you like me and Mama, don't you? That's okay. That's your job. It's not true, is it? No, I know. So rainy days around here are bittersweet because we got a lot to do outdoors, but well, it's raining. So kind of hinders and limits what you can do. I'm eating some hay.
Is it yummy?
No. And I hate when my fingers are all herc dusty and got to put them in the mouth. That's totally health conscientious. Do that. Builds the immune system. But basically what we did Friday, today is Monday, we knew the rain was coming Saturday. So I go around, I put all my tools up, I put all my everything inside the shed, and it is a disaster zone. I start out properly putting things on shelves and where they go, and then I get tired, I get hangry, and I just start putting stuff in and backfilling all the way to the doors. So my shed at least doesn't have birds in it, that's wonderful, but it is a mess and unusable. But it makes me feel really good when I have things put away before the rain comes. We just gotta wait. And in fact, it was windy Saturday. It was blowing in the storm. We heard it coming and I was trying, we got the straw covered with a billboard and some of it had gotten wet the first night because we didn't have a full billboard. But the vast majority of it we've got underneath a tarp. Good there. I did not use pressure treated lumber on my bird coop. Looking back, I kind of wish I would have. It is a little bit more costly, but obviously with the rain and everything like that, it would withstand this better. So Shannon and I were able to very unorganizedly, that's gotta be a word. We were able to get that thing up there. So we got a billboard over it. It does have some holes in it. The wind did kind of blow it and some of the water's coming in. So it's a part of our daily routine. After a good rain, go out there, sweep out the bird coop, and hopefully I can get a roof on it before we go into our next round of rainy or snowy weather. I don't know. You guys love this tent setup, don't you? You got more protection than my tractor, four-wheeler, mower, implements, attachments. I hope you feel a little bit spoiled, because you're a lot of it spoiled. Bruno thinks he's so special getting to go in there. He will nibble on Herc's dry food just a little bit, which in all honesty is the exact same dry food he has. What's that big guy? You playing with the Bruin man?
Come on, Bruno.
You playing with the Bruin man?
Come on.
I love the relationship they're building. These guys communicate so well, and Bruno speaks Hercules, and Herc does not hesitate to let him know when it's his turn to check the driveway or check something that Herc can't get to. It's pretty awesome. You're not like these goats. You don't care about the rain. You just come right out in it, take yourself a bath. I think I have about 3 of your hairs in my mouth, but I can't get them because my fingers are disgusting. I'm not sticking them in my mouth, man. I'm such a good boy. He wants cuddles no matter how dirty he is, or wet, or muddy, or stinky. Yeah, I know it. You just don't know any different, do you?
Bruno and I went on a walk this morning, and I think we caught the only glimpse of sunshine we're gonna get today.
Yeah.
That's a good boy. No sunshine.
That's okay. We needed this rain.
Yeah, for sure.
Now my driveway needs raked and repaired, and I got some stuff I gotta dry out, but I will not complain about the rain.
Yeah, we definitely need it.
Your goatees like your shelter, babe. You did
Good.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yep, yep, yep.
It's not perfect, but at least they can have a dry space to eat.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. That's the definition of perfect. Golly, that stance. Are you teasing Bruno? Uh-oh. Now what do we do? He says, I happen to know the fence is not hot. We haven't had sunshine the last few days, so my charger for the e-fence isn't powered up.
Oh.
Fortunately, our goats and our animals love to be here and love to be spoiled, so they don't care. But they do know when it's clicking and when it's not, when it's hot and when it's not. And Koopa and Little Mario will stick their heads through the fence and somehow can get back through. I don't understand it. He doesn't play fetch the same way. I'm not going to fight you for it. Oh!
Bad throw, bad throw.
He said I saw right where it was going. Oh, you got there, Hurricane. Oh, yeah, shake it. Yes, I know. I think Bruno is bringing out the puppy in the Herkman. Oh, there it is.
A little slippery.
We haven't done this since you were a little tyke. I know it. Oh, thank you. Do I toss it to Bruno? He hadn't done this in so long. That's a boy. It just sticks in the mud.
Yeah.
It's not
Normally
rolling.
it bounces around a lot more.
What you think? What you think?
What do you think,
thank
Bruno
you.
man? You watching Herc play?
For a dog who's never been trained on fetch, Bruno, he's much better than you. He'll come over and just drop the ball for me. Bruno makes me work really hard for it. Really hard.
Oh, he's done.
Quitting time. He says, yeah, I'm not 9 months old, Dad. That's good boy. That's good boy.
Well, the rain is on its way back.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we got everybody fed. We've got all the hay feeders full. Herc's belly's full, so...
My mouth is full of fur.
You gotta close your mouth, babe. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you that.
I can't stop cocking. But this is what my fingers look like, so they're not going in there to get the fur out. We're just gonna leave it in there.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
You
He knows better.
Yeah, especially while the camera's rolling. Nobody needs to see that reaction.
He knows better than to put those dirty fingers on my face, though.
Well, guys, we've talked about this before, but the fall out here, the transition from summer to winter, it's very short-lived, and we have a lot we could complain about as far as what we need to do, the rainy weather, all the leaves and the mess, but we're not complaining. This weather is very welcomed. It's beautiful. We can open up the windows in the camper, the cabin, and just kind of naturally let the weather dictate what it feels like indoors for us.
Yeah. And Bruno and I went on a walk this morning, and I can't even tell you like how many leaves dropped from the trees just in the past couple of days. It's pretty crazy. So this fall season just goes so fast. So I'm glad that we were able to at least enjoy it a little bit.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And never in our lives before, being in the corporate setting and the 8 to 5, whatever, you go to work, it's dark in the morning. You leave work, it's dark of an evening. Out here, we get to embrace the whole day.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Yep. Well, guys, the rain is coming back, so it's time for us to
Get indoors.
take cover.
We love and appreciate each and every one of you. We thank you for coming along on this journey with us. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Mom, is it my turn to play fetch now?
Sure, buddy.
Is my ear do messed up?
Oh, I think it's perfect.
Oh, okay, thanks.
So handsome.
Your ear do?
Bruno. You're so handsome.
Oh, you are really growing into that face, young man.